Hi, I'm Samantha Stewart, co-founder and lead trichologist at Curl ID and consultant trichologist at the Spencer Clinic. And today I'm going to do a curl refresh on Rachel using FYC. What you need to make sure is that you're actually going to do all of the areas that need to be done. So sometimes it may just be a spot refresh, or it may be an all-over refresh, because you want to make sure that you're going to get that added hydration back into the hair, you're going to seal it with your leave-in, and you're going to achieve the look that you want to achieve for that day. If you have quite full hair, it's better that you actually take your hair in sections. We like to have some sectioning clips. And just be really careful at this point, because what you don't want to do is drag the hair, but you just want to separate it, get it out of the way so that you can work in small sections. So at this point, we're being really, really gentle, but just starting the prep work. So I'm separating vertically just because I'm putting it into sections. When I then go through each section, I will separate horizontally because that's the way that the curl most likely would lie. It really doesn't matter what way you section, you just want to make sure that when you're refreshing the hair, you've got smaller sections. Okay, so now I've got my 4 sections. I'm going to take a small section from under the nape, and I'm going to first add water. So this is really important because you want to establish the hydration. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you've saturated that hair. And you can see I'm just sort of working it through, and already we're getting that sort of natural curl pattern coming through. Don't forget the underneath. I know this is quite difficult when you're doing it yourself, but you can tip your head to the side and just make sure that you get a lot of hydration into that hair, and you're just working it through. So that hair has enough hydration. And I'm going to take the FYC Refresh and Detangling Spray, and I'm going to spray this quite liberally through the hair. And I'm going to add a little bit more to the end, because if you look at the length of Rachel's hair, imagine how long that hair has been on Rachel's head. You know, that hair is going to be way more weathered, that cuticle is going to be a little bit more open, and it's going to need a hell of a lot more product than the top section. It doesn't mean that we're going to neglect the top section, but we're going to make sure that we really work that product into the ends of those hairs, because that's where we want to make sure that we get all that sealing properties of those ingredients. So now we're going to take the leave-in, and we're going to put this into our hand. So I'm not going to go in with a massive, great big amount, because you want to make sure that you use the right amount of product for each section of hair. There's no right amount of product, it's all individual, depends on you. So I will sort of give you a little tip. You emulsify it into your hand, and then you start working that product into the hair. I'm not rubbing, because what I don't want to do is roughen that cuticle layer. I want to keep everything really smooth. So I'm just working it into the hair. You can feel all of that lovely hydration. Okay, and then what we will do is we've done that first section. We've worked in our hydration. We've put in the detangler, and then we've got the conditioner, and that's going to seal all of that hydration in and retain all that moisture. And then we're going to work all the way through the hair, every single section in exactly the same methods. And then at the very end, sort of have a look and decide if we want to add more product.